Here's the bad sides of Pinhook. Oh my God. Buckle in. Buckle in. Buckle in. Paradise here. Quick little update. Great Christmas. Had a friend who flew all the way in from like Korea, but he only flew to Dallas. Yep. So I was like, hey man, I'm only 15 hours away. We drove 15 hours to Seoul. Oh my God. We're going to have to drive 15 hours back. Well, that's the update. Really why I'm here is for this whiskey update right now. This whiskey, I've done a review on this whiskey before, and you have to go watch that one, I guess, if you want to really know my thoughts on it. This is going to be a little bit longer, so you might want to buckle in. Buckle in. Here's the bad sides of Pinhook. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The bad sides of Pinhook. So I did the review before, and you can tell by my expressions, I love this whiskey, dude. This whiskey is a great whiskey. I feel like I struck gold at $37, man. $37 what I got this one for. I think at MSRP is like a little bit more, like maybe 40. But holy snot buckets, Batman. This Bourbondini, if you know the story behind the horse on the label, it makes it even more cool. And that's what I like about the bottles of whiskey. You can kind of get like a whole story going with it. So anyway, Bourbondini, if you know the story behind Bourbondini, then you know, right? But let me clue those who don't know, because those are really the ones that need to be listening up right now. Bourbondini has a shit record. It's horrible. It's not a good record for a racing horse. But Bourbondini was it was a pretty tricky horse. I'm not going there with it. But he was known to be for his beautiful attributes, like his stature and his coat was just phenomenal, man. So a lot of people bet on him because he just showed really good. That's where they were going with it. Bourbondini was that he tricked them, right? A little trick. Not like an escape, but maybe because they probably knew not to bet on him, so they. But anyway, had his shit record. Here's the bad sides. So I do love the whiskey. I think it's great, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. But here's the bad side. I thought I liked that it looked like a wine bottle. I did. I thought I liked the wax on there. But man, when I opened it, fucking these little things went everywhere. Like a ton of the little wax stuff. And here I am picking them out of the carpet. I'm trying to find them and throw them in the trash. And I saved that many. Actually, I didn't save that many. That's just some that I missed. I wasn't able to pick them all up. So, yeah. That's the only bad side of this whiskey. So it's a raving, ranting, crazy review. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon. I think it's made from distilled by what is it? Palace chairs, Palace passcodes, something like that. Or is it like a? No, not Palace passcodes. Who would name their distillery that? Mansion Key? Mansion Key. Castle Codes? Castle Code? Anyway, it's distilled there in Kentucky, but they do vintages, so you're not going to be able to get the 2022 anymore. It's gone. When it's gone, it's gone. It's a vintage. I tried a 2018 the other day in a restaurant, and it was a rye. And if you guys have been following me, you know I'm not a rye guy, right? Well, I go through the phases. I used to be a big rye guy, but then anymore, I'm like, I tried this. I'm like, oh, snap, son. Better than Pikesville. So a little bit of a long ranting review on the Pinhook again, but a quick update of, you know, where we're at, what we're doing, and yeah. I mean, the other cool thing is I'm sitting here grazing the back, and that's why I got the reading glasses on. That because I can't read without them. It just happened. You know, like today, I noticed, like, yep, I can't read without those things. It just hit me so quick. It was a little depressing. But on the back, it tells you, you know, that every year they're a vintage. So they do whether this or Rise, that showcase, you know, tells you who it really is. It's got a good story, and it's got a good background, and Bourbondini was a hell of a shower, but he didn't have the stamina. He just wasn't there. He had a shit record, dude. I don't know who would have ever bet on him, but I'm glad. Oh my God. God.